Well, you don't grow up in Texas and not idolize not only Ben Hogan but Byron Nelson. From that generation, there was the big three. It was Nelson and Hogan and Snead, and I was fortunate enough to have had contact with Mr. Hogan and Mr. Nelson just because of my Texas roots, and would run into them. Had a chance to watch Mr. Hogan hit some golf balls out of Shady Oaks one time. Pretty late, in his life, but it was just a great experience to have those two people as your role models. For somewhat different reasons. Mr. Hogan, the game never came easy to him, not like it did with Nelson and Snead. And, those were two really, really great athletes, and the game came relatively easy to them. To Hogan, it was a struggle, and he had to battle through it. And it was late in his career or late in his life, his sporting life, before he really started having some success. And once he did start having that success, he never let go. I use that a lot as my blueprint. You look at me, I'm not a great athlete or anything. There's certainly a lot better athletes that bigger, faster, stronger than I am. But I used a lot of what Mr. Hogan did as kind of a blueprint for my game. To, if you go at it really hard and really study the game as much as you can, and try to build on your strengths and try to correct your weaknesses, well then, you're going to have some success. So he was a great role model for me. He encouraged me every time I got around him and everything. He acknowledged the fact he had heard how much I love to practice, and how hard I don't call it work at my game. I mean, if a 12-year-old kid goes out to the golf course and spends all day out at the golf course, everybody says, man, that kid's having fun. If a 38-year-old man goes out and spends all day at a golf course like that, they say he's working hard. I don't really understand the difference. To me, it was always fun to try to figure out how to play the game and try to, better myself as much as I can. But, he heard and observed how much I love to practice and tried to work on my game. So he was always very encouraging for me to continue to do that. When I had success, when I won the Players Championship, when I won the U.S. Open, obviously I got some very, very nice letters from him that
Oh,
I still treasure to this day.